as usual, I'm willing to sacrifice my boat so you don't have to mess up yours. This week, we want to see if I can cut a strip of HDPE from a milk carton. It's HDPE material. It's got the 2 on the bottom. Take a putty knife, heat that in a camp stove, and then fill in a gouge. Let's see how this goes this week on Kayak Hacks. Welcome back! If you're new to the channel, we cover kayak modifications, spin, and fly fishing. So poke that subscribe button so you don't miss anything. Now, let's get on with it. I saw the video where the guy repaired cracks and gouges on his kayak by melting a tarp into the material of the boat using a putty knife. I'm not a fan of that because I could not confirm that those tarps he was using were made out of HDPE. Now they may be, and it may be just fine, but what I thought I would try and do is take a piece of HDPE from a milk carton and do the same thing and see if that worked. I've got a decent sized crack right here, and I'm going to try and work this into the boat. First thing I'm going to do is preheat the boat a little bit at the same time I'm heating up my putty knife. Now let's pop the HDPE on there. I'll move the camera around to the other side. I alternate between heating up the putty knife and using some decent amount of pressure to push down on the milk carton HDPE, and you can see as I repeatedly apply the hot putty knife that it blends in pretty well with the plastic on my kayak. It didn't end up coming out too bad. There are a couple divots in here that would have been smoothed out if I was using the KC Welder Pro. Just for comparison, I'm going to fill in the rest of this gouge with this piece of HDPE out of the welder, and we can compare the result between the slap it down with the putty knife and the real Welder Pro. Here's what the repair looks like on those couple gouges using red HDPE so you can see the difference. Using the KC Welder, I'm able to get it much smoother, and I spread it out over the surrounding rips and tears in the plastic. But the milk carton white stuff really doesn't look too bad. Just got a couple minor divots in it, but would certainly be good enough if you didn't want to spend the money on the KC Welder. Comments? Suggestions? Put them in the comments below. Thanks.